You know, French toast is a breakfast in bed favorite, but this isn't your average recipe. This French toast has a pocket, secretly filled with a dollop of cream cheese and coated with the perfect crunch. And since Mother's Day is just around the corner, Heidi VanValkenburg with Rhodes Bake-N-Serv says this is the recipe you should be hinting to maybe your husband, maybe the kids, you know, somebody makes this for me this Sunday. Okay, so let's talk about what makes this French toast so special.
Oh, I just love it. First of all, what makes it special is you use Rhodes dough. So
yeah.
You're gonna make it with a loaf of bread.
No fail bread.
bread.
That's right.
And I actually like to cheat. I use a loaf and a half. So I'll take our loaves of bread and I'll combine a loaf and a half and it makes it a little bit bigger. But you don't have to do that. You can do it with one loaf of bread, but I do like it.
And someone said they didn't know you made bread. I'm like, what? This is my thing I always put with stew because it's just so easy and it always turns out.
And the rolls, you can make a loaf of bread out of the rolls too. This one's got to come off. But anyway, so we have a finished product here ready to go, hot off the grill.
Okay, so how do we start? So we're using the bread.
We are, and it's already, and make it a few days ahead. Let it set out on the counter because I want it to dry out.
Okay.
And then the pocket, like you were mentioning, it's not a secret. We're going to tell everyone about it. So it's easy once it's made. You're going to cut two sides. So I like to just take a really good like Cutco knife or a really good sharp knife, and you're just going to cut down two sides, and that is going to make your pocket that's inside. So you're not going to want to do the whole thing. You're just
slice it, but leave a little bit at the end so it's attached.
So it's still attached.
Okay, I have to ask this. So you said bake it, leave it out a couple days. Am I cutting it, or do I wait to cut it?
Wait to cut it, Amy. Good question. Because I want it to just be in the loaf, sit it out, you know, in your bag and let it dry out a little bit. And you know that's true for any French toast that you do. The egg mixture that you're going to use to dip it in is 7 of these eggs and then your milk. All this recipe is on our website on Rhodes Bake-N-Serv. I love to add the nutmeg to it. Okay, and then also some extra sugar. This is 4 tablespoons of sugar. And then you're going to mix this in. And I know that when we were talking, to make it a little bit sweeter. And we were talking ahead of time, you were telling me how much you love coconut.
Yes.
So this recipe's for you, okay?
I know.
So right here you can see, take this fork and will you mix in my coconut? And we just crushed our cornflakes in there.
And look how fine she crushed them, really fine.
I did a good job at that, right? So I like to put it in a 9x13 pan, and it just kind of contains it when I'm gonna dip these in it. Okay,
so you've got cornflakes and coconut.
So the secret that's gonna go in the center of this is our cream cheese with pecan and sugar and vanilla. And I've just whipped that out, and then you're just gonna fill your pocket with this mixture. And this is enough. On the loaf of bread, you can usually get 8 good slices out. And me doing it in front of a camera is not as easy as me doing it without anyone.
I think a lot of us have maybe seen cream cheese with French toast, but adding the pecans
and
right
sugar,
inside, that is so smart.
And coarsely chopped too. I don't want to have big bites. And I know people might think, well, a lot of kids might not like this.
It's not for kids.
Well,
this is for your moms, you said.
Well, it is for your moms. You're right. Forget the kids on Mom's Day, right? Well, I just meant they can always just do the French toast if we want to have it.
Or plain cream cheese without the pecans.
Maybe. I know. Or without the pecans. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I dipped it in my egg mixture, and then I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to dip it in my cornflakes.
Okay, immediately.
Do
you like to throw it on, or do you flip it over?
Well, I don't want to do a lot of throwing because you're dressed really cute, and I don't want to throw it on top of you. You can either spray your pan, or you can use some melted butter or margarine, depending on what you want to use for that. And then I'm just going to simply put it in my pan and my skillet, okay? And you can hear that. And we're going to just cook that. Make sure that it really cooks so that you get that egg mixture cooked all the way through.
Yeah, because that's what I was concerned about, because since it's so thick, how are we making sure it's done on the inside?
Yeah, and so I don't like a really high temperature. I want to do kind of more medium so that it can cook a little bit slower on that, and then it will cook all the way through. So this is a recipe, one of those, you know, everyone's into the air fryer now.
Yeah.
Okay, you can make this ahead and you can pop it in your air fryer or in your oven and then make it ahead and then have it ready to go.
And if kids really are gonna be making this, maybe dad's helping the kids make this for mom, they could use the air fryer.
Right.
That's so great.
Yeah, so we could do that. The other thing I wanted to mention is it would not be a complete French toast recipe without this wonderful caramel sauce. And that is on our website too. And you're gonna make this on top of your stove, and then this is great to drizzle just on the top of it when
Is
it
this
comes
pure
out.
caramel, or is this some sort of caramel syrup?
This is a syrup.
Okay.
And it's caramel syrup that's in there, and you've got your brown sugar. The whole recipe is on our website, and you make it on your stove, and it is just so delicious.
I can think of a lot of things that would be good on.
Well, yeah. Just like eating, period. Just have it to
cream,
go.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it would be good on ice cream. And then I just like to make sure that it's really cooked, like I said, all the way through, and then I'm going to turn that. So if any of this just isn't your thing and you need another recipe, go to rhodesbake-and-serv.com.
You guys have so many.
But I love the anytime cinnamon rolls that you can just take straight from the freezer and pop those in the microwave, and or in the oven, sorry. You can just put those right in the oven. You don't need to let them rise or bake. They're really easy to do.
My kids do that for me a lot on Mother's Day.
Yes, like so something
'Cause it's just
simple.
easy, yeah.
Right, and they don't even have to think about it. And you can, like I said, you can go to our website, Instagram, Facebook, and you can find all these recipes. Really easy to do.
Well,
really
Heidi,
simple.
I think this looks delicious, and I can't wait to try it.
Okay,
Thanks,
sounds
Heidi.
good. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.